also into Peru, so I've called him Gringo. And if we get him a girlfriend this year, we're going to call her Juanita. Now Gringo here is a youngster, he's only 1 year old, and all the birds of prey we have here at Dunrobin are all domestically bred for the purpose of falconry. There's no wild birds are utilised in the UK. The only wild bird to his own plumage, which all peregrines have, no matter what the subspecies. This is how you would easily recognise him from any other falcon. And you can see he's got a solid hood to his plumage, just like a cobra snake has. This is how you would recognise a peregrine, no matter where he is throughout the world. If you see this, that is a peregrine falcon. Okay, everybody, I'm going to be letting him go pretty quick. Now, if you can see that hood, there's another reason why I'm showing you that. It's because in medieval time, this falcon was also known as the execution falcon.
They're super accurate.
It's quite a ride from Inverness. It's 2 hours by
and
train.
It's on a special stop.
And it's a special stop as well. So you're going to have to request a stop if you're trying to go there. But all in all, it was a good trip.
Yeah, and the falconry show was great.
Yeah, we also got to see a falcon, a peregrine.
No, 2 falcons and a hawk.
2 falcons and a hawk, but 2 different species.
Yeah, the one, I think they were both Scottish, but one...
No, the first one wasn't Scottish.
No, it was Icelandic.
Yeah.
And it was the biggest falcon.
Yeah, Gringo wasn't Scottish.
Yeah, and Gringo was the American hawk, and then the third one was the Scottish falcon, the peregrine falcon. Yeah, that was really cool.
And what else?
Now we're just walking around this cool little hedge garden with a fountain.
I guess they really take their hedging seriously. Everything is really exquisite.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
Yeah. Especially the house. That was really amazing. You only get to see 2 floors because the Earl lives in the 3rd floor, I think.
Yeah. In the North Sea, guys. Having foot cramps,
3 days later.
Hey guys, so we're back in Canada right now. We're just gonna make a small video just showing you what we got there, some of the things that you'd probably need if you were to go to Scotland, and some of the things you probably won't need if you go.
And also our favorite things when we were there.
Yeah, and our favorite places that we went.
Okay, let's get started.
So first we went obviously to Edinburgh, and here you go.
This is the first thing we got. It was the Magnum cream liqueur, and we tried it when we went to the castle, and it was really good.
Yeah, it was
so we
really
got a
strong.
good thing of it. And when you finish it, apparently it doubles as a thermos. So
yeah,
an investment.
And we got this little thing. Cost us £7.99.
Tom and Toole whiskey.
Yep.
Yeah. It tasted like the whiskey was dropped in a bog, and then they waited for a while, and then we drank it. Still pretty good though.
Another thing that we got from Edinburgh was this cute little doggy
Or dog jacket.
yeah, little doggy jacket for a friend's dog. His name is Pancake.
It's made of tweed.
Yeah.
Which is a kind of wool that they make on some Scottish islands.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
The last thing that we got from
No, we actually got more
Edinburgh.
stuff from them.
Did we get more stuff from Edinburgh? No.
Yes, we did. So, 2 books.
As
Put them
a
up to the
joke.
screen. Throw it to the screen.
As a joke.
They say don'ts for wives and don'ts for husbands. We thought they were funny, so we picked them up.
From the 1913.
The 1913? It's 1913.
1913.
It's just 1913.
1913. Here you go.
Okay. And I got this fossil clam from a store in Edinburgh. and it's called Mr. Wood's Fossils. And the last 2 times I went to pick something up there, and this was really cool.
I also got a
Got a little pyrite crystal.
yeah, I got a pirate crystal, but I'm not sure where it is right now.
Yeah, it's probably in your bag. Okay, next city we went was Perth, and what do we get from there?
Is this one?
I got
That's
this
not good.
baseball hat with the Black Watch pattern at the Black Watch Museum, and that's a museum of a really important Scottish regiment that's been around since the 18th century.
And I got this purse. I really needed a purse, to be honest. And I got this purse. Didn't cost much. It was 18 pounds. It's really good.
And it's also tweed.
And yeah, it's also tweed, if you guys want to see it.
And I got this book about the clans and the tartans and their patterns, and neat stuff about the history of the patterns. So that's kind of cool.
How much did it cost?
That was £7.
And how much did the cap cost?
Oh, the cap was, I think it was like 30.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. And next thing was I got a wallet to match her wallet in Aberdeen. That was the only thing we got there.
Yeah.
We go together.
Oh, the reason why he didn't buy it in
Perth. Yeah.
Perth is because they didn't have any wallets to match this one.
Yeah. There were other ones just in
Yeah.
the same pattern. Okay, what else did we get? Okay, so we went to Inverness. We went to a cool old candy store and got some rock candy. One that's rhubarb and one that's supposed to taste like one of their popular sodas over there, Irnbru.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah.
Funny story, I tried to take Irnbru into JFK. Didn't work. So for you guys out there, don't do that. We got some shoes. They were really cheap.
And these shirts.
And yeah, the shirts. This one is just saying Edinburgh, Scotland. Edinburgh, capital of Scotland.
And I got this, like, what is this, burgundy
Yeah.
shirt for £2, so that's neat.
And I got this.
Oh, you got those in Aberdeen, that's the
Yeah,
other thing.
but, oh yeah, I got these in Aberdeen, from
From like a charity store.
yeah, a charity store, and I got them for
$4.50.
£4.50, £4.50. So that was real good. When she told me, I was like, can I have one, please?
And we saw that they were worth like £25.
Yeah, so that was really good.
Oh, and I got these shoes, same place she got her other shoes, the yellow ones.
Yeah.
And
What
they're
was
really
the store
comfy.
called? Primark?
Primark.
Primark. Yeah.
Oh, other thing. Oh, we also got 2 of these scarves in the same pattern. And
Same Black
yeah.
Watch pattern.
Yeah, we just thought it was really neat. And last thing, when we went to the furthest north castle in Scotland, Dunrobin Castle, we heard that there was supposed to be some neat rocks you could find on the beach. And one of them was a really big crystal. And the other 2 were half an ammonite fossil, which is like a fossil sea creature from like 150 million years ago, and then a fossil clam. And most of the clam's worn off, and that was just a rock, but the rock still looks like a clam. That's kind of neat.
To be honest, I haven't really tried the Irnbru candy, so I am going to do that.
The rhubarb one's good.
He cheated and got a bite of his.
Okay, come on.
So, it kind of tastes like the Irnbru, but on like acid.
Huh.
The inside of it kind of tastes like a. For anyone who doesn't know Irnbru, but you know maybe some Jamaican sodas, it tastes like champagne, cola champagne. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, if you cross the 2 together,
Yeah.
that's about what it tastes like.
It's
And I really
pretty
like it. I wish they had it here.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
So next, we're gonna just tell you about the stuff that you probably need when you go there. First, and foremost,
you need a raincoat.
definitely need a raincoat.
But you don't necessarily need a really heavy raincoat
Yeah.
because it'll stop raining usually during the day and then start again.
Mm-hmm.
Or it'll just rain a little bit and then be sunny the rest of the day, but you still need a raincoat.
Definitely. Especially if you don't want to get your hair wet.
Yeah.
The next thing you need is soap. Because most of the hotels that we went to, they didn't provide soap. I brought soap because I'm smart.
Mm-hmm.
But it ran out, obviously.
Yeah.
And probably like the travel size shampoos, you probably need that. And good walking shoes. Because if you plan to walk, you're gonna need, and you're gonna be walking uphill a lot of times because it's obviously really hilly there.
Yeah, I wore out my running shoes after 2 weeks.
Yeah, so definitely some good insoles, some good walking shoes, some tights for people who think they're gonna wear pants like jeans pants. It's not gonna work.
You're not the most comfortable.
Yeah, you're gonna probably sweat in them. Your legs gonna probably get itchy. Next.
Like you gotta tell them. But if we're gonna tell them what they should do and what shouldn't do, gotta tell them about Expedia.
Oh, don't. What he said.
No.
I'm not sure if that's allowed though, but
Okay.
we didn't get like a really good experience with Expedia since they had ridiculous like what do you call it now?
Cancellation policy.
Cancellation policies. Not really friendly when you're going overseas and you can't use your phone normally. Like you can only probably use the internet and stuff like that. So if you have to call customer service to do something, obviously it's gonna run your bill up. If you're from Canada, like my phone is from Canada, obviously, so I have a Canadian plan. So if I'm calling from Scotland to Canada, they charge you $2 a minute, and obviously you know customer service when you're calling the phone, it's not the fastest thing, so it can take you up to 30 minutes. So that's $60, which I was charged. But lessons learned. Our next thing, things that you probably don't need, not a lot of clothes.
Yeah, we didn't need too much as long as we can wash them again.
And it's a
Saves
really far like flight. So you don't really want to drag a big bag behind you every time you're traveling, because most of the times we took the train from town to town, so you don't want to have like a really heavy load.
Yeah, the bag I had was just small enough to not be super annoying.
Yeah.
But if it were any bigger, then
Yeah, definitely. Like, follow my advice. Half the clothes that I took there I didn't wear, but that's only because a mini kind of tropical storm kind of thing.
But it was useful that we did bring the one bigger bag because we could fit all the things we bought in.
Definitely.
If we didn't do that, we would be able to bring 3 pairs of shoes.
Which we didn't plan for. We didn't plan to...
Bunch of rocks.
Yeah.
Bunch of rocks.
We didn't plan to buy anything, but to be honest, when
we knew we were going to buy some.
Yeah, but like not the shoes
I guess,
and
yeah.
stuff.
I was planning on buying shoes.
Yeah, obviously not the shoes, but probably like
But yeah, had to though when you see
Yeah,
those.
exactly. Like the price that they have, to be honest, when you do the exchange rate, it's pretty good. I'm not sure. And
What were the
even
things that were more expensive and what were the things that were less expensive?
The things that were more expensive were...
Fruit was more expensive.
Yeah.
Fruit was more expensive.
Beer.
No, beer was cheaper. What are you talking about? Beer was way cheaper. Oh, also the good thing that I liked about there was that they include the tax and the prices around places.
Really good. Like whatever price you see on the menu or on the tag, that's the price you're paying.
They never added the tax.
Yeah, it's not like here where they tell you one price and then of course the tax is like 15%.
And tipping is a lot more rare.
Yeah. So if you don't want to tip, you don't have to, but you can tip.
You can.
What else? Oh yeah, the shoes, the clothes that we bought. For some reason, even the groceries, if you were to go to the supermarket and buy just normal groceries just to cook a meal, it's way cheaper. I kind of think that they do it to encourage people to buy like groceries and cook instead of going out. But yeah, groceries way cheaper. You can get like 3 meals with 12 pounds.
And if you can plan your travel using transit early enough in advance, it's way cheaper than if you get a car.
Definitely.
There's no point to get a car if you're not going to be going to places that are super remote.
Yeah, definitely. If you're gonna take the train, you should get
You should also get a train pass too.
the
Get a
app.
discount.
You can get the train pass.
Because we used it
obviously.
enough, we might as well have.
Yeah. If you're gonna stay for more than
A week.
yeah, you probably should get the train pass. I'm not sure how much it costs. It'd probably be at probably £4 or something. But if you do use the app to book the train rides, you get like £5 off. Sometimes you get it even half price because
So you should convert some money on your debit card.
Yeah, that's a really good.
Yeah.
That's really good
Not
advice.
just to bring all cash, because we
Yeah.
brought all cash. So.
And you can't obviously reserve it and then pay later. You have to pay with your card on the app.
Yeah.
So you probably would like to do that before you go over.
Yeah.
Also, what else?
Anything else?
Their food is good.
Oh,
Don't
it's
try
really
the
good.
haggis. It's disgusting.
It was okay.
It was disgusting.
We're divided on this.
Also, if you're like us and you want to probably hit the stores after 10, it's not gonna work. They don't sell any alcoholic beverages after 10, and most
It's
of
only in
their,
grocery stores, because
in
the
grocery
barn still
stores.
has it. And also, most of the shops close around like 6 or 7.
Yeah, even
so-
though it's still light until probably 10:30, it might fool you because you feel like it's probably 6 o'clock, but no, the places are gonna close. Only probably the popular bars in the middle of town, they're gonna be open obviously until 1 or 2, but they're probably a little bit more expensive than you'd want to do if you're obviously like students like us and you want to save money. So we opted to buy as much beer from the store
or
itself,
food sometimes when it was possible.
from the grocery store itself because it was way cheaper.
Yeah.
Anything else?
It was a great time. What was our favorite things? You go first.
My favorite thing was the last hotel we stayed at in Glasgow, obviously.
Of the whole trip?
Of the whole trip because the
No.
room lit up. Okay, I'm just joking. My favorite thing was I think seeing the castles that we went to, Edinburgh Castle, Stirling Castle, and Dunrobin Castle, and I really enjoyed climbing the mountain we did. I'm not even sure. I don't remember the
Arthur's
name of
Seat.
it.
Arthur's Seat.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy thinking I was gonna die, which probably you guys are gonna see in the video that we're gonna try to put together for
Wait, what do
you
you
guys.
mean? We're not sending this out first. This is our last video.
So, so if you guys see that I almost died, then
When they already saw it.
yeah, obviously I didn't like that. So
They already saw it. You guys already saw it.
Yeah, so I didn't like that, but I did like climbing. What about you?
Okay, my favorite part. My favorite part was sometimes it was just looking out the window to see all the cool scenery. Other times it was just seeing all the really neat historical buildings. In fact, we don't really have so many of those back in Canada. My favorite thing to look at was probably the last castle we went to, Dunrobin Castle.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah.
Actually, my least favorite thing was
What?
getting attacked by the seagulls.
Oh,
Now,
at
if-
Dunrobin Castle, we
At
went to the beach.
Dunrobin Castle, these 2 seagulls decided that they don't want me anywhere near their territory and decided to like try to kill me.
Oh yeah, that's the thing about
Practically.
Scotland. There's seagulls. They're twice the size of seagulls in America and Canada.
It was like this big. He could actually kill me if he wanted
It's like
to.
eagle-sized seagulls.
Yeah.
They were bigger than the hawks we saw
Yeah.
at the falconry show.
Yeah,
that
I'm
was fun.
actually. I'm not sure if I have a picture. I think I have a picture
We
of
got
a
pictures.
seagull. I'll insert it just to show you how big and cruel they are.
Oh yeah.
I was really scared. I really thought he was gonna kill me. Anything else? Oh, the amount of money that you probably need to bring with you.
Yeah. I was able to survive on 550 pounds over 2 weeks.
And that includes train rides, the
Attractions,
attractions,
food,
normal food.
Yeah.
It does not include the hotels or accommodation.
No, that was planned separately.
That was planned completely separately.
What do you think that totaled to?
I think that totaled to around $1,000.
1,000?
Yes.
Yeah. And the plane ticket, because we booked like 4 months in advance.
Yeah.
Those were $825 each.
Probably not $1,000. Probably like 800.
800 for the.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We booked all this in advance,
Yeah.
4 months in advance, 3 months in advance, and we tried to price match as much as we could.
So really, the total cost was around £3,500 between both of us.
Yeah.
But you had to pay a little more. Why?
Yeah, I had to pay a little more because I'm Olivia, and I decided that I was gonna ignore that I don't have a visa.
You decided to be born in
What?
Jamaica.
What happened is, obviously I have a Jamaican passport, so I need a visa to go to Scotland. I wasn't thinking about this. Obviously I thought it was Canadian. And not only that, we had a layover
in
New
America.
York, so I
had to get 2 visas.
I had to get an American visa as well. So it did cost me a pretty penny. I did have to do the express entry for both of them. So in total, that cost me about 600 Canadian dollars. So that was my error, obviously, and you guys can learn from that.
So that means I think I said the wrong kind of money. It's
Yeah,
$3,500, not pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Or no, it's more than that. No,
it's more
we got
than
it
that
wrong.
because
What do you think it is? What do you think it is in dollars? We gotta count it out.
I'm
1,600 for the flight. How many dollars do you think for the hotel?
I think you can say $850.
No, but dollars, not pounds.
$850. I paid
Per person? Or
we paid everything in Canadian.
$850 per person or total?
You know what? It probably would be 1,000 Canadian, but £850 because we paid everything on the site.
Pounds.
Yeah, we paid everything on the site, and I
Yeah.
paid it in Canadian dollars.
Yes.
So looking at it, it'd probably be about 1,000 Canadian dollars.
Total.
Yeah, total.
Okay, so 1,600 plus 1,000, so 2,600 plus. To convert, it was 800 Canadian dollars for me for spending money, and for you, what was it?
About the same.
Oh no, so I did more. So that means it
500.
was 900 Canadian for me. So it's 2,600 plus. Okay, so that's like 4,300 Canadian.
Between both of us.
Yes, between both of us, excluding your visas.
Excluding my visas, and obviously that's my mistake.
So if there's one person traveling with a visa with you, it'll be about $5,000.
If you do it the normal way, it would cost probably
$4,500.
400, like for the visas alone.
Yeah.
It won't be as much because it's obviously double for the express entries that I did. I got everything in like 1 week. Not really 1 week, probably. I got everything done in a month span, but of course you have to wait for one visa to come through before you can go for the other one because obviously you need your passport. So that's why it took that long, and obviously I had to rush one visa more than the other because I only had like 2 weeks left. And then on top of that, when I was getting my passport back, the Canadian Postal Service,
that was a fiasco.
Lost my passport.
Yeah, and we had to go to the post office.
Yeah.
They said they didn't have it, and it turns out they actually didn't.
Yeah, they actually really didn't have it, but it was actually just at a sorting facility. They got
It's held up for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and you saved someone else's passport.
Yeah, and when I went there to find my passport, they inadvertently found like 6 other passports. So, and those people really needed their passport, but I'm guessing they didn't have like the urgency to come and ask for it because I got my passport the day before we left. So that was good too. Yeah, so that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video.
And our whole trip.
And our whole trip
We have, not will. This is the last video.
I keep forgetting.
We're doing it first, but we're doing this before we edited everything, and she thinks that we're gonna do. This is our last video. Say goodbye to everyone.